Hi guys, Kelly here with PlantX, and on today's show, I just want to share with you a few key staple ingredients that I always have in my pantry while following a plant-based diet. And all of these items I did get online at PlantX. They are the one-stop shop for everything plant-based, and they deliver right to your door. So the first pantry item that I cannot live without are dried lentils. So you can have dried lentils or you can purchase them in a can as well. But lentils are a really cheap protein source. Plus they're packed with fiber and a bunch of other vitamins and minerals. So they're a highly nutritious food and they're really cheap and really versatile. So I cannot stress it enough. Get some lentils. They're awesome, especially if you've run out of refrigerated sources of protein, such as tofu or tempeh. These things can really be a lifesaver. And I love to enjoy them in curries or in salads or stews or soups. So another great item that I have to have in my pantry is a good quality brown rice. So brown rice I find so essential for things such as curries. I'll even add it to soups or into things like my salads. Some other great examples of whole grains to have are oats, quinoa, or buckwheat. Again, whole grains, they're just super nutritious and they're really cheap. So add them into your meals. They're great staples for anyone following a plant-based diet. So another item that I love to have on hand is a nut butter and a seed butter. So I've got tahini here as an example, but these butters are great for snacking. You can spread them on toast, you can drizzle them on apple slices, you can put them in your smoothie. They're also great for dressings or sauces. So these are just really key to have on hand. Plus they have a lot of added nutrients to them. So tahini, for example, is a great source of plant-based calcium. Almond butter is a good source of fat and protein. So these are just really great options, again, to have on hand. So the next item that's so good to have in your pantry is a good, reliable flour. So I generally always use almond flour, and flour is great to have because it's good for any sort of plant-based baking or even for use in thickening sauces. And actually one of my favorite breakfast items to make is pancakes. So almond flour is great for that. One thing that I'm totally obsessed with is nutritional yeast. So nutritional yeast has a really cheesy flavor and it's great as a topper on salads or soups. I also love to use it in any sort of plant-based cheese recipes. And a fun fact, it's really high in vitamin B12. So if you're following a plant-based diet and you've never tried nutritional yeast, I highly, highly recommend that you do. The cool slang name for it is nooch. So go pick up some nooch. I promise you, you'll love it. You have to. It tastes like cheese. So there's a lot of other pantry items that I did not touch on, but I just wanted to highlight a few that I cannot live without that I think are essential. But please head on over to plantx.com if you're curious to see what products are there. There's a ton of great ways to stock your pantry. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you next week.